Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the continuation of my two-part series, The Lost Tapes, from the Amusement Operators Expo in Chicago, Illinois in 1982. In the first half, we got to see young Eugene Jarvis doing recon at the Bally Midway booth, checking out Robbie Roto. That was supposed to be the next big hit coming out of Bally Midway. We all know that didn't happen, but it was interesting to see young Eugene Jarvis, who worked for Williams Electronics, checking out the booth, kind of seeing, well, what were they up to. And right after that, or soon after that, he went and created Robotron 2084, which is really cool. But anyways, let's go into tape 2, where we learn a lot about the amount of money that was changing hands in these arcade owners. One of the guys on the floor actually shares how much revenue he was making at his arcade, so it gives you a feel for how much money they were really making back then. And we get to meet a character that literally puts Pac-Man's logo on everything. All right, let's dive right in and check it out. We're gonna check out tape 2. I don't know what these guys would roll tape and then just start talking for a while. I don't know what they're talking about, but we'll kind of just jump right into the action here in a second. It's funny hearing these guys what they'll say.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
I can't tell what it can hear. Oh, the earphones. The earphones on. I can't tell what
Where did we go? Oh, here we are. All right, guys.
And he sounds drunk for some reason.
5.
All right, he's saying how many arcade games does he have? He says about 35. Okay, I think he's going to get into how much money he makes.
35 games, you can get about $100 a week in a game, or what?
Something like that, yeah.
So it's like $3,000-$4,000 a week.
Oh, wow.
With a sub shop, we're closer to 6.
He's saying that this arcade, the guy on the camera is interviewing him, and he's saying that he has 35 games, and then he has a separate shop, I guess. And he's saying he's making $6,000 a month. No, a week. He says $6,000 a week.
$6,000 a week is like $300 a year. So it costs you 4 times your hit right away. It's a good fucking business.
It is, yeah, it really is.
Whoa. Do they know the camera's on? He's all, that's a good effing business. I can't wait. I hope he interviews this guy. They haven't showed him on camera yet.
Well, the timing is here. This is a building that hasn't even peaked yet, or a business that hasn't even peaked yet. And a lot of people will make a lot of money before there's all kinds of controls.
Okay, so this is getting good. He's talking about how the business hasn't peaked yet and he's going to make a bunch of money, but then he started to say something about controls or regulations. Let's see what he says.
Saying that you thought that there would, at some point, there'll be controls and licensing. Explain.
Well, I think they'll have to, because when you take a business that grosses more revenue than the football, basketball, and baseball combined in a year, there's got to be some type of a controls, because there's a lot of money. It's like an untapped resource
For the government.
Oh, sure, yeah, because I'm sure that when you have a cash flow business, there's consequences, good and bad, there for the government and for the people, and they just take a firmer guidelines, probably, and then there'll be a lot more control.
So it's sort of like the lottery monies in Ohio. There's a lottery.
Yeah.
That lottery money.
Why do I feel like this guy's going to be like, I believe ya, but my Tommy gun don't. I tell you what I'm going to give you, camera guy. I'm going to give you to the count of 10 to get you ugly, yellow, no good keister out of my arcade before I pump your guts full of lead. 1, 2, 10. No. Anyways, okay, let's go back to see what he says. This guy is awesome, though. I love this guy. He's like, I'm making money hand over fist.
He supposedly is going to schools. Do you think it'll be a similar kind of thing, that they'll just tax it?
I think if they did, there was some maybe some government participation, and they put these in schools and stuff like that, your tax levy would, well, we've tried it. We've tried the experiment with a couple of schools, and the tax levies will come down. And they're going to utilize...
What the heck? They were putting arcade games in schools? They didn't put arcade games in my school.
The things that you can't change, because they can't change this. It's not really bad. So why not work with it? It's not like if they fight this and put us out of business, then they've got to stop the lottery, bingo at churches, and everything else, because it's a prejudicial issue.
Bingo at churches.
All right. Waka 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 waka.
What did that guy just do?
I'm in here myself, so I'm not real clear on, I haven't got a chance to look at all the other video games that our competitors have come up with. It certainly looks like Roto's getting a good response. although it's not real easy to tell from one of these games if it's really going to take off or not, because there's always a lot of enthusiasm for something new.
But what is this? Where are we? What is this?
Where are
I guess
we?
it's sort of like a trade show for video game arcade owners to come and look at games and hopefully buy them.
Does this happen every week?
No.
Why is he asking such stupid questions? This guy's so random.
It doesn't happen every week. I'm not really plugged into the schedule that these things operate on or anything. I would gather they have these all over the country and so forth.
This guy's
So what do they do?
pimp.
They come here, they look at the games, and they go,
That
I
thing.
like that one, I won't.
I'm curious who this guy is. Like, is this just a random guy or is he an arcade owner? I'm really confused as to what this guy's role is here, but...
Ask the guy about orders for Roto.
No, I haven't.
Are you gonna?
Probably.
When?
When?
You gonna ask him right now? Like, why don't you go ask him right now?
I'll probably find out through my intelligence network after the whole thing's over with.
Intelligence network? He works for the CIA.
I came in, I called them yesterday to ask them about it. They told me that they probably wouldn't have a real good idea of how enthusiastic the response was until it was all over with.
Well, what have they had any reactions though?
They haven't had too much. I just talked to the president. He was sort of trying to, he said that the response looked pretty good, but it was not, you can't tell.
You know the president knew that Roto did not have a good response. I think Roto was doomed.
So we gotta wait and see.
Yeah.
He's ready to be done. Thank you. Okay, good. Camera guy, have some self-awareness. Like, this guy's clearly done with talking to you.
From here.
See, right now the Pac-Man is very hot, and any place in the United States you hear Pac-Man fever, you see Pac-Man label, you see Pac-Man bumper, sticker, and everything.
Pac-Man.
Everything is Pac-Man.
world's gonna
So we want to sell it hot when it's hot.
So he's basically saying, look, everything's Pac-Man. Pac-Man's hot. We got to deliver quick.
What do you do when Pac-Man fever dies out?
Well, then we have some other games. Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
But
Donkey Kong.
Pac-Man fever is going to last for a while. It's going to last for another while. Is that when Pac-Man die, there's something else come out.
Why do people,
I love this guy's answer. He's like, look,
why do people like Pac-Man?
Why do people like Pac-Man? I really don't know how to explain this thing. It's fun.
How many exist? T-shirts, hats.
Oh, yeah.
Got Pac-Man fever. What does it cover?
Okay, you have Pac-Man T-shirts. You have Pac-Man labels, and also Pac-Man cups. You have a Pac-Man. I think they coming out with a keychain.
oh my gosh. He's like, we got Pac-Man toilets. We got Pac-Man trash cans. We got Pac-Man trash bags. We got Pac-Man lawn paraphernalia. We got Pac-Man bumper stickers. We got Pac-Man license plates. We got Pac-Man t-shirts. We got Pac-Man hoodies. We got Pac-Man... freaking everything, dude. Everyone back then, like, let's just freaking make so much money. It's crazy. It's crazy how hot and how much money people were making in the business back then.
And they are going to make everything into Pac-Man.
He just said they're gonna make everything into Pac-Man. I love him. I love this guy.
There are people thinking of this thing that you used to save money. In Japan, they have
Piggy bank.
Piggy bank, yeah.
Then you put a quarter or your dime or your change, and that thing will flip, and you will open the mouth, and you come in and close it.
Oh my gosh, I love this. He's
there
like
are
Pac-Man
lots of
piggy bank.
things
We don't
that's going
care
to be
anything
made out of
Pac-Man.
And now anybody in the street, almost anybody, you ask them what is Pac-Man. I don't think there are too many people who don't know.
And that's still true today. He said, if you ask someone in the street, what is Pac-Man? There's not many people that don't know. And I think even today, if you went out in the street and asked people, do you know what Pac-Man is? I don't think many people would say they don't. That's crazy. Wait, what is this guy saying?
So where are you going to put these?
Anywhere that there's located kids, at skating rinks, at amusement centers, or arcades.
Show us what it is.
What is the Oh, this is weird, man. There's no way. No. Bimbo? No way. This gives kids nightmares, brother.
Bimbo is a singing, dancing clown.
Bimbo is a scary clown that would freak people out.
Children, preferably that
Look at
high.
this thing.
Okay, age 2 to 9.
Okay. There is no way in hell that there wasn't a bunch of 2 to 9-year-olds that played this that had nightmares for years. Look at this thing. No. No, no.
The name is made short because that's the market that we're after.
No, Bimbo needs to go. No go on Bimbo. What? That's the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Okay, there's a token machine.
What do you mean?
I guess we're never gonna know.
Just what you're looking for. Play action, Pac-Man.
Oh my God. Remember when they used to have those things that you have the little fish? Mason's gonna be editing this. He's gonna have no clue what this is, so he won't be able to put in B-roll, but because he doesn't know what this is. But do you remember the thing that's filled with water and you try to get the fish around the maze? This is basically that, but in a cup.
Play action, Pac-Man mug. The critter running up and down eating the power capsules. How much is it?
Power pellets,
so
not power capsules.
$2, retails for $3.95.
Sir, could I use that as a YouTube giveaway by chance?
Roto man, and I go in my tank. I'm the Roto man, and I shoot down the blanks. I'm the Roto man, I'm the Roto man, I'm the tank man, I'm the go boom, 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 boom. I'm the Roto man, I'm the
not
Roto
doing
man.
this is them. Before we get back to the video, I wanted to mention a Kickstarter campaign that could really use your help and that I'm really excited about. It's the Old School Gamer magazine. They've been in print for 5 years. I've been reading it for the last 2, and I actually get the physical copy delivered to my house. So if you were a big fan back in the day of Electronic Gaming Monthly, GamePro, Nintendo Power, and you like stuff like that, you will love this magazine. They cover all sorts of things, but I'm gonna start writing for them in November, so you're gonna have columns from me about arcade gaming. So I'm super excited about that. Go and consider backing the Kickstarter. I'll have a link in the description to that. They could really use your help, and you'll be supporting me in a sense too. Thanks so much, and we'll roll right back into the video.
Brand new game. It's been started in Germany by a German inventor. And it's a game that you just can't ever get tired of doing because it changes every time you play it. It's a whole new innovation. Why do you think Come and see it.
What did you say about Pac-Man?
It's going to beat Pac-Man.
Whoa, wait, hold on. She said it's gonna be, I think she said it's gonna be Pac-Man all over again. Hold on, no. Come on, lady. Seriously, nothing beats Pac-Man. Haven't you been paying attention here?
Because Pac-Man can only give you so many different ways of playing it. This game gives you different challenge every time you play it.
Where is it?
Yeah, where is it?
Right down here at the Venture
We want to know where it is. Wait. Hey, well, what's it called? What's the name of it? Well, that about wraps up this 2-part series on the Lost Tapes. I'm super stoked that I got a chance to see these, and honestly, it's pretty cool to get this glimpse into what was going on in the 80s in the arcade scene, especially these conferences where they're trying to pitch these products. It was clear that Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man reigned supreme, but that was about to change with a slew of other newer games coming out. But then, of course, 2 years later, the crash happened, but then, you know, there was like a slow recovery of arcade games. It reemerged in the 90s with the fighting games, right? When Street Fighter 2 landed, that kind of re-sparked arcades, which is when I spent the majority of the time in arcades, was when the fighting games were hot, side-scrolling beat 'em up, stuff like that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did and you want to continue the conversation, you can use hashtag the Lost Tapes on Twitter or just leave a comment in the video description. I want to know if you guys enjoyed this 2-part series. It's something a little bit different. It's not the normal thing I do, but I just came across these and thought you guys would have a good time with them. That's it for now, guys. If you enjoy content like this, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. Put your comments below, as I said before. And that's it for now. We will see you on the next one.